Hey Capricorn, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing your weekly reading for the first week of November. So let's see what is the most important and relevant message that the universe wants to give you through this reading, alright? This is a general read, so it may bring in a romantic message or a professional message. It really depends on what comes through. Please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel before we start. And make sure that you take what resonates with you and leave the rest, okay? Universe, what do you have for our lovely Capricorns? One of my favorite signs. What do you have for our lovely, lovely Capricorns? Ooh, okay. So we've got the Hierophant as the first card here, as the main energy. So this first week of November, it seems like you're going to be definitely very much in contact with your spiritual wisdom. Or your wisdom in general. So some of you guys are going to be deep into your studies. Personal studies, academic studies. Others of you are going to be binge watching or binge consuming spiritual content. If you're one of those like spiritual nerds like me, you're going to be enjoying that very deeply. Some of you are also going to be in touch with either big companies or institutions, hospitals, schools, universities, banks. Maybe you're going to be dealing with these institutions because you're applying for things or finishing things, or in some shape or form they're going to be present for you this week. I'm hearing patience. You got to have a lot of patience. Some of these things that you're applying for are a process, and you really need to be very patient because there's one step after another, and it seems endless, and it seems consuming, and it seems like it's gonna take forever, but it won't. Keep the faith. One foot after the other is what I'm hearing for some of you guys. Some of you guys are also going to be very inclined with getting in touch or working with Jesus Christ. So if you feel inclined, please do. As the challenge position, you have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is actually a very, very positive card of victory. But since it's falling in the challenge position for you, Capricorn, this week, you could feel as though you're so close to your victory. You're so close. It's like you can almost touch it. You can almost taste it. But it's not here yet. And that might feel very frustrating for some of you guys. It's like you've done everything right. Your victory is almost there. It's like technically it already happened. According to everyone, it already did. It's like the results are almost technically confirmed, but for some reason you can't celebrate just yet. So the challenge is, and maybe this has something to do with these institutions, maybe there's something that needs to be, processed or completed or something like that, and your victory is being kind of like held back. In the recent past, you've got the Three of Swords. So some of you guys have been exposed to very deep, very heavy, very painful lessons in the past. Lessons that have run you dry. Lessons that have hurt you deeply, but that were necessary, but at the same time, even if you can tell why they happen, that still doesn't erase the effect, the emotional baggage that they left in you. But they made you wise though. They made you really wise, and it's like you can tell, but you still have the wound. In your mind space, you've got the Five of Swords. So this week, with Mercury going retrograde on the 31st of October, just as November starts, You may feel as though there's a little bit of a chaotic energy going around in your mind space, most likely. You may feel as though your thoughts are a little bit kind of like sensitive in a bad way. Like a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not scattered. It's like they're a little triggered, I guess we could say. It's like everything rubs you the wrong way. Or everything's easily misinterpreted by your mind. So just be aware of that as the week begins. Know that you may be more sensitive than normal. Observe yourself. Try to avoid conflict. Try to avoid falling into these pointless, aggressive conflicts. Because you may be kind of sensitive. People around you may be kind of sensitive. You may find yourself in pointless arguments due to this energy. So try to avoid these at all costs. As soon as you start perceiving this energy in others or in yourself, take a step back and say it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, Cappy. It really isn't. Because you're not going to be the only one that's feeling this way. It's more of a collective thing. What the universe wants you to know is that you are stepping outside of this Ten of Swords. This process happened for a reason. It has made you stronger. It has made you wiser. It has made you unshakable, unbreakable is what I'm hearing. And I know it's exhausting. 1 year from now, you won't believe where you're at. 1 year from now, you won't believe where you're at. That's what I'm hearing. So have faith. Have faith in the process and where is the universe taking you? See, this is what I mean. The star. Wishes fulfilled, dreams come true, healing, balance, prayers being heard and answered, complete harmony, and happiness. Gotta trust the process, Cappy. You are headed towards this. You are the star. You just hang in there is what I'm hearing. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. You are almost out of the Ten of Swords. Your victory is about to come through. And you're becoming the star, okay? Just hang in there. So yes, my lovely, this is what I have for you for this week. This is a very short and sweet reading, but I feel like this is the most important message, the star card right here. Basically inviting you to keep the faith, to keep the joy, to keep the focus on better times ahead. And for some reason, that message was very strong. 1 year from now, you won't believe where you're at. And Jupiter is going into Capricorn. So that, I don't think that's a coincidence. So make sure to check that out with astrologers that you resonate with, because that could have a very interesting turn in your life. So yes, my lovely, I hope to see you very soon. I hope that you have a lovely month of November. And please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel before you go. Also make sure to check out all the links in the description box below for the merch and for the Spanish channels and for everything else that I share. Bye, my lovelies.